perimeter defenders. I think
Perimeter defenders. Where the
Right
hell is Drake Powell?
I was about to put him right there. Wait.
Instead, you put Adu Thiero again.
Oh wow, yeah. And then for guards, I think Mark Sears would be up there, right?
Perimeter defenders?
No. Yeah, you're right. You're right. No. Tyrese Proctor.
Honeyman.
Tyrese Proctor? You don't think he's one of the best perimeter defenders?
Yeah.
Huh?
Wouldn't you put Carter Bryant up there?
Yeah, he's right there.
Okay, you got Carter. Yeah, my bad.
Kobe Sanders, Sion James, Nick Clifford.
Who else? What? Okay, yeah.
I feel like this is a good list. Cooper Flag, guard every single position. VJ Edgecombe, he's got that case on Wallace type like defensive style where I think he can guard 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Just real pesky, puts his guy on there. Colin Murray Boyle is just like the defensive stalwart of this draft class that everybody's obsessing with. Adu Thiero and Drake Powell and Carter Bryant are your like freak athletes that you're hoping that combination of their length, their athleticism, and their just the toolsiness will carry over to make them borderline all like I think Drake Powell and Carter Bryant have better potential to be all defensive level defenders. Adu Thiero is just an athletic freak that I've said like he's got that Josh Okogie kind of in him in terms of defensive play. And then Tyrese Proctor is a 6'5", 6'6" guard who, I mean, when you're that big and willing of defender, kind of is like a Dyson Daniels-esque defender. Nick Clifford's shown he can play defense.
Guy who just averaged 3 steals a game in the NBA.
Poor man's Costco when he was on the Pelicans. Now it just went away. But
damn on that one.
Yeah, I know. And then we have Sion James and Nick Clifford. Nick Clifford is a multi-positional guy. Really been able to show he can guard multiple positions. Sion James, similar thing. And Kobe Sanders, one of the most underrated players in this draft class, went from playing point guard to playing the 2, and he's going to be able to guard 1 through 3, maybe even some 4. And he's someone who's I think is just a huge sleeper in this draft class. Is there anyone you object or anyone you think who should be higher on that list?
I'm almost wondering Elijah Martin should be on this instead of like a Tyrese Proctor. Like I think you're going very much going in the Australian bag with Tyrese Proctor and Dyson.
You don't like that the guy was a former ruckman? Anybody who's a former ruckman could play defense?
Okay. Sure.
Okay, say what you want to say. I put Elijah Martin.
Former ruckman. That's a new thing teams are looking for. Former ruckman. Yeah. Where like any kind of shifts in rankings you would have or anything? Yeah.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Elijah does not deserve to be there. Top 3 guys I think are locked.
Well, I mean, this is your list, dude. You didn't have to put him there.
No, but what I was gonna say is, I would have VJ over Colin Murray Boyles just because I think VJ is just more of a lock. I think
VJ
Carter, Carter
and CMB does too, but I think VJ is just gonna be playing more minutes probably.
Yeah, I would. Dude, I think Kobe right there. I think that if I had to reset it, I would put it like that. Carter Bryant and like we talked about, there's a little bit of scariness of like not scariness, but like Pat Williams, and even then, like he could still be like a decent guy.
I almost wonder if you put Drake Powell over Carter just as a perimeter defender.
Right now, I think Drake is the better defender.
Yeah.
I think Drake honestly can guard 2, 3, 2. I think he might be athletic enough to guard some 1s.
Yeah.
Like
he's like as a defensive prospect, he's really, really intriguing.
Yeah,
will he score?
Neek and Kobe Sanders are 2 underrated defenders. I think. Like I think Nick Clifford's got some Ryan Dunn in him.
I don't know if I go that far, but yeah.
I mean, Ryan Dunn's an incredible defender, but like, okay, what about Nick? Maybe like Royce O'Neal.
Probably more accurate, yeah.
Like a little Royce O'Neal, where he's going to be a guy who can surprise you and guard some 4s, and then he'll be quick enough to guard some 2s. or maybe not quick enough, but long enough with the lateral quickness to stay against some slower.
He's another guy who's not like crazy long though, right, sir?
He's like 6'6" with like a 6'8" wingspan. Maybe 6'9".
I just told you what the average shooting guard is.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's this perimeter defender.
Yeah. No, I mean, length on defense matters quite a bit at the NBA level for sure.
What do you think of the bottom?
Like I don't think you're saying he's like guarding fours. Like that's gonna be really tough, man.
I'm not saying all fours.
College, you can definitely do that. Didn't you
Royce O'Neal? Royce O'Neal.
Fours at times, but Royce is longer than that, right? Yeah, like Meek's 6'8" on the dot. Like yeah, and Kobe. I know Kobe doesn't have a really long wingspan.
Kobe's like same 6'8", 6'8".
Like
You measured him.
I would probably have Fiero over both of them just on physical tools.
What do you okay? Then what do you think of this right here? In your opinion, Elijah, Sion James. I really like Sion James, just his thick bodiness.
Yeah,
he's got just solid,
I agree.
And he can rotate well.
Mm-hmm.
Elijah Morin. I mean, he's a proven defender. He played big minutes at college, and I think he's one of like the guys who's really pesky with his hands.
Yeah, and he is actually long too.
Yeah. What?
He's certainly undersized for a shooting guard, but he I think athleticism makes up for it. And
plus, he was on a championship team.
Was indeed.
So that plays huge.